Hey everybody, Mr. Bigham here. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. I am going to go over grading options for seniors. This is current seniors only. You guys have 3 options. Let me go over them real quickly. And if you have any questions, you can get back to me this week sometime. All right, here we go. Hopefully you guys can see this all right. All right, so seniors, 3 options. First option is credit, no credit. So for this course, you guys can take credit or no credit. And this is not pass-fail. So colleges, I believe, will not look upon this the same as pass-fail, like most colleges do, like a D, D minus if they see a pass. This will be coded as COVID-19 credit, so this will be different. All right, so that's your first choice. Second choice is grade improvement. And then the third choice is your grade at the shutdown. And this is a choice that only seniors have. So if you're an underclassman watching this, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, this is not available to you. This is only for seniors, right? So credit, no credit. The credit will not be figured into your grade point average, and you need to complete 60% of the learning engagements. That means if there is 20 learning engagements, you need to do 12 of them in order to get credit. All right, if you do 12 of them, you will get credit. And that is it for this option. So the credit, no credit. If you do not do 60%, you get no credit, and you will get an incomplete, and that will have to be dealt with. But please don't get in that situation. The next option, grade improvement, and this is where it gets a little crazy. So starting April 13th, from 4/13 to the end of the year, let's just say 6, I think it was supposed to be on the 12th, you can improve your grade by doing 80% of the learning engagements. And I'm just going to write LE. So again, there's 20 of them. If you do at minimum 16 of them, so you have to do 16 of them. So we've already had 5. So that means you'd have to do 4 of the 5. 4 of the 5, and I'll talk about what that means to do them successfully and complete them. But if you do 16 of them, you get 100% essentially for quarter 4. Let's just call it quarter 4. All right? So if you complete 16 of them, that automatically turns your grade into 100 for quarter 4. Then you complete a culminating activity. Think about it as a final, but not really a final. And that is 20% of your grade. All right, and what that will most likely look like is a test on big ideas. And if you get a certain percent, again, this is all going to be 100 or 0. There's not going to be an A, a B, a C. If you do 16 of the 20 assignments, you automatically do 100%. If you meet the threshold, let's say it's a 60% on this test, you get 100% for 20% of your grade. Okay? And we'll talk about this in a second. Now, the grade at 312. And remember, this is only available to seniors. So if you're a junior watching this, then this does not apply to you. Sorry. So if you do, again, 80% of the learning engagements, if you do 80% and you write a reflection paper, so that's the only other thing you have to do. So you write a reflection paper about what you learned in this class by June 1st. Then you can take your grade at 312. So if you had a 92% on March 12th, the 92% of the A would be your grade. So if you do these 2 things, that's 16 of the assignments. Remember, just like before, if you do 16 out of the 20, you write a reflection paper by June 1st, you can get your grade at 312. Okay? So if you look at all of these, 60% is the minimum of the learning engagements you have to do. None of this is optional. If you do not do 60% or 80% or 80%, your grade goes in as an incomplete, and you will have to deal with this in the summer. So this choice, you have to do 60%. Both of these, you have to do 80%. All right? And again, I can't say this enough. Only for seniors, choice C. Now, let's look at an example of grade improvement in the middle. And this applies for underclassmen too. So let me erase this. So let's say Brian, that's me, has an 80% when all this started on 312. All right, and this is the grade improvement. All right, I have an 80% on 312. That is 40% of my grade right there. All right, so whatever your grade is now in MyStar, before I start putting these in, this is 40% of your grade. So there's really like 3 parts to this. Okay, so the 80 is 40% of my grade. That's the first part. 2, I, Brian, complete 16 out of the 20 learning engagements. All right, let's say I do, no, I'm a very good student, so I do all 20 of them. No, I do 19. I was sick one day, right? That's 80%. I did 80%, I did 3 more. I'm an overachiever. That means that this is 100% now because you did 80% of them. I know that's confusing. You do 80%, it turns into 100%. But now I have 100% for the next 40% of my grade. Right? And then that culminating activity, kind of a final, kind of not, I get a 83% on it, right? But that automatically turns into, because whatever the passing rate, this hasn't been decided, let's say it's 70% or 60%. I've passed, then I get 100% for this as well. Again, that 83% doesn't go in. It's either all or nothing. You either hit the 80% and you get 100, you either hit the number and you get the 100, or you don't. We're not doing B's, C's, D's, any of that stuff. Okay, so you get 100%, and that's for 20% of your grade. So how your final, and there's no quarter 3, there's no quarter 3, quarter 4, it's only your final grade. So the only thing you would see here is, do you see this? So I got 80% coming in, I did all my stuff, so I got 200s, right? Now, let me erase this, and we'd figure out my grade. All right, and this is the only grade you would see in the grade book. So you got an 80, that's from quarter 3, and that's 40% of your grade. Then you got 100 because you did the learning engagements. So you got 100 for the second 40%. And then for the final, you got 100 as well, culminating activity, sorry. And that's 20%. So right here, you'd see this person has 32 points. This is 40. This is 20. So this person would end up with a 92% as an A. All right, and so this right here, everyone should get this. All right, and again, if you have missing assignments from quarter 3 before we left, May 18th is the last day. Turn in missing assignments. All right, so get those missing assignments in so that you can raise this grade up, right? And then once you do these 2 things, that would turn this person into an A minus, A. All right? If there's any other questions that you guys have, please let me know. I know this is a little bit confusing at first, but just make sure every 2 weeks that you guys are doing the learning engagements on big ideas, and that you check the grade book, because there's going to be 20 learning engagements, all worth a point, not graded. So those are not going to figure into your grade. Your third quarter grade or whatever you had on 312 will remain that same grade, but there will be 20 assignments in there. And so when those 20 assignments are up on June 5th or June 1st or whatever, you need to have 60% if you're doing credit, no credit, which would be 12 of them with ones. You'd have, and then for the other 2 options, grade improvement or too much for my, or your grade on 312, you need 80%. So you'd need 16 out of 21s for both of these. And you guys will see these in MyStar. I'll be updating as fast as I possibly can. If you guys look up here in the top corner, my kids have Zoom meetings twice a week. So it's 6 Zoom meetings every week. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that should be super fun. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. You don't have to make your choice right now. I think you have to make your choice by I'm not sure for seniors, but I know that juniors have to make their choice by June 1st. So that's it, folks. If you have any questions, again, let me know. And I hope to talk to you soon. Again, please send me an email on office hours. Remember, my office hours the first week are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 11. No, 11 a.m. to noon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that was last week. This week, Tuesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. to noon. Send me an email if you have a question about any of the assignments. And that is how we will go from there. Thank you, guys.